Welcome back. Yesterday I got a box in from Tesery that I've been waiting on for a little while that had multiple items in it. The first one is this rear console trash and storage bin. You can put things, should probably lift that up. You can put things underneath it. Inside of it is felt lined, and then it has a little area here with the lid on it that you can, here I am dropping things, that open up, has its own little insert, again also felt lined, so that if you want to use that as a trash bin, storage, etc. So I'm going to try that out in the truck. It's got a few attachment items, some rubber feet for the bottom that might work to help it from sliding on the all-season mats. Then they've also got some clear adhesive, and they've got some Velcro strips, which they told me if you had, say, the carpeted mats, then use the Velcro strips. Let's see what else they also sent. For my carbon fiber collection, a carbon fiber cap for the washer fluid, so that should be easy enough to install. And then we've got a couple more carbon fiber pieces. These are the triangle pieces that go at the very front of the windows, like where the cant rail is above that, and then the top of the fender is above that as well too. And I designed ostensibly to help the airflow in that area. So I'll have to take a look at that. I did hold this up to the car already. I was curious. I'm like, well, isn't that blocking view out the window? And actually, no, it's not. The window is not see-through or the glass is not see-through in the area where that is mounted. And then, last but not least, there's a pair of these that they sent me. The rubberized kind of, I don't know, this is probably TPU covers for the front tow hook. So a pair of those, I'll get those installed. Obviously that's pretty easy to do. So this is probably the one, this one and the window one will probably take the most work, but not that much. So I'll get to work on these and subsequently when I get out to the truck. But just want to kind of briefly show a quick unboxing video on what some of these items were. The first step with the rear storage box is to peel the adhesive tape off the back of these little rubber strips. There's a rubber strip there, and then there's two rubber dots. So the dots go one in each corner, and this strip goes near the front. So just want to show those. I'm going to put those on first before actually going out to the truck to insert the entire piece. Okay, so this is the item in the truck itself. I haven't pushed it all the way back up underneath, but I just noticed from looking at it, there's not really any good way of attaching this. I mean, you'll see that that wall is plastic here, so I could put maybe the adhesive piece there and try to stick it. But if you did that, then of course you have adhesive, you'd be peeling and unpeeling, and that wouldn't be good necessarily over time. Now, how much does it slide? Yeah, if I put some force on it, it will move. I mean, the rubber feet on the all-season mat, there's no like grooves or anything like that keeping it from going anywhere. And also, it's not particularly a tight fit. So you'll notice if I move it all the way to the left or if I move it all the way to the right, there is some play on either side. So their video on their website had shown this fitting tightly between both sides here, and that's just simply not the case. So I'm wondering, even though while it looks like it's for a Cybertruck, if it maybe isn't really more for a Model 3 or Y that might have a narrower space between the seats. The other thing obviously is if you're sitting up here, yes, you can see it getting down here, this little door. I'm not sure why just to do the little door, and this is another thing I noticed sometimes can be a little hard to open that door, put things inside of it, but that kind of is what it is, as opposed to maybe having this whole panel raise up. Now, obviously, initially I thought, well, what about a cup holder here or something? Well, that wouldn't work because it would be way underneath your console, and that'd be very awkward to have a cup holder there. Obviously, you could do something that came further back, but then you're, getting in the way of your foot room, or your, walking through, putting any packages through, whatever the case might be. So I'll just put that little pad down in there. What I thought I would do is I'm just going to go for a drive, going to go to the store and come back, and I'll take a look at where this is at. I won't do any beast mode launches, not exactly fair, but I will just drive there normally and back, and we'll see where this thing is positioned when I return, because I don't really see anywhere that I can use the Velcro. There's no fabric carpet, there's no fabric on either side, and I can't use adhesives on the sides like was shown in their own video, because it's not a tight enough fit. The only place I could potentially use adhesive would be on the back, and again, I just don't know that that's a great way of going about it, because then you're sticking it there and it either is always staying there, or you know, if you want to take it out, remove it, dump stuff out of it and put it back, you know, the adhesive after a while, after you do that a couple times, just isn't going to stick anymore. So anyway, I'm going to give this a test drive and we'll see what it looks like when I come back. Okay, welcome back. The next item I'm going to install from Tesery are these tow hook covers. You can see I've already put one on. It's pretty easy. They just have a split in them, and as you can see, the material is, you know, very flexible. It's kind of like, you know, rubberized material, very flexible. So, you know, pretty easy to do that sort of thing. You just would come down here, flex it over. Notice it is thicker on one side, thinner on the other to match. Let it wrap over, maybe squeeze that down as much as you can. There we go. And very similar to that one over there. And I like having the nice offset yellow cover. So there you go, those tow hook covers from Tesery. Very easy to get those installed. Welcome back. Our next item from Tesery is none other than the washer cap cover in carbon fiber. So here we go. We've got the cap in carbon fiber, and it looks like we've got a little bit of adhesive promoter here. So it's not a complete replacement. Your original cap will stay there, but if you look at the back side, there are some of these adhesive strips. So let me pause a second, peel these red pieces off, and then I'll get this cap on, and I'll also do some cleaning with the adhesive promoter first. Okay, welcome back. We're going to install this cap, but before I do, we'll want to take some of this adhesive promoter here and just clean this cap off really well. My cap's not too dirty, but did have a little bit of surface dirt on it, so it doesn't hurt to get this cleaned off well before we decide to put the new carbon fiber cap on. So there we go. Let that dry off a second here, and then I'll come back and put the cap on. And again, notice I did peel off the red backing strips off the adhesive, so it's ready to go. All right, we're ready to install the carbon fiber cap. I'm just going to line up the symbols on the cap. As you can imagine, pretty easy to do this. You'll just want to put this straight down over the top, and as you do, that will just come to rest, and then press down. There you go. Now have I like to pound that down a little bit. Now have a nice, easy to use carbon fiber cap. Nice little cosmetic look there to the top of my washer fluid container. This is Tesla Ken. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Here we have from Tesery the carbon fiber wind deflectors that go here in between the cant rail and the top of the fender, and they attach simply by peeling off these red backing strips and exposing the adhesive, and then placing it in here and lining it up. Looks like it would go about right like so, and it will kind of create this little airflow channel coming through here. Now, I don't have a mirror, so I really don't pick up a lot of wind noise anyway. But I kind of like the look of these, with the Halo Cybertruck, where this is supposed to be like the windshield bracket of the Doom buggy. Kind of looks like you've got a carbon fiber support for it. So I'm going to peel these off and get them installed. Okay, I have peeled off the red backing strips, and it looks like the adhesive strips are just going to adhere to what I have is a matte finish paint protective film on top of my vinyl wrap, so should be no problem attaching to that or to the glass itself. So with that said, I want to probably try to line up this front corner first, get that all the way in there before pressing this down. Here we go. So this lines up smoothly with the fender is what you're looking for, and then of course press this piece solidly against the glass. And my glass was clean. I don't need any adhesion promoter there, and don't really need any on the paint protection film that's there. The adhesive should adhere to it and not cause any issues with it. So there we go. That one is in place. All I need to do is simply repeat for the other side and I'm done. And again, these inserts are from Tesery, one of our sponsors. Would like to thank them for sending over these pieces that we've been reviewing. I'm Tesla Ken. Stay tuned. Oh, and one other thing, please do subscribe to either our YouTube channel or to our article blog. There's a simple form over on the right where you put your email in and click submit. You're not going to get any spam or anything like that. The only thing you will get is a notification when we drop a new video or when a new article has been posted on the website, which, you know, hopefully you're interested in seeing some of the things that we install and some of the events that we cover, etc. Again, I'm Tesla Ken. Thanks for watching. So after driving to and from the gym and the store and then coming back home, the piece is not exactly where it started. As you can see, it's kind of slid out and slid over. It's not exactly where it was. It's not clear over on the other side of the floor, but it's not really staying in place either. So I don't know if this piece was simply designed for, again, a Model 3, Model Y, or even S or X, but not for the Cybertruck, even though it is Cybertruck looking, because it's simply not wide enough and doesn't really have good attachment points. So I will convey that information to the manufacturer. They can see if they maybe want to modify how they are attaching it, or see if in fact maybe they sent me the wrong unit or something. I guess that's always a possibility if something got shipped out incorrectly. But this is just a little bit of a follow-up video on this. I'm Tesla Ken. Please stay tuned and please visit the halocybertruck.com website and sign up for our blog to receive notifications of future articles. Thanks for watching.